Well, it's confirmed that the Sony A7 Mark III will be arriving on summer 2020. I have the Sony A7 Mark II with me since 4 years and I've done with this many projects. I love this camera, form factor, and the chassis, the tilt screen, and the full frame sensor. So I personally expect to have the Sony A7 Mark III with more awesome specs in 2020, like the full frame with higher dynamic range to get an accurate image with more depth for color grading. Well, today in this video I will have to talk about the Sony A7 Mark III. At the meantime, for the Sony A7 Mark II as well, should you buy this awesome camera in 2020? Well, with that said, let's talk about these two cameras after this intro. Okay, I will love to start with the Sony A7 Mark II, which has a full frame sensor and it's very awesome. As you have the experience for the dynamic range for this awesome camera, it might be around 11 or 11.5 stops. So we expect for the Sony A7S Mark III more than this, and I have reviewed many blogs. Here I have with me, it will be around 15 stops of dynamic range for Sony A7 Mark III, and it will be awesome. You have 15 stops of dynamic range like the Red Dragon and other cinema cameras that has this kind of specs. Well, yesterday I have reviewed many logs that they have shared. It's confirmed that Sony A7 Mark III will be arriving on summer 2020, and they have shared some specs of that awesome camera, which will be like 20 megapixel with full frame sensor, and the very important point is the 15 stops of dynamic range will be a very plus point for this awesome camera. As we know, in 2020 we had many announcements for many companies for 8K cameras like the Sony, like the Canon EOS R5 and other cameras, but this will be 15 stops of dynamic range with a full frame CMOS sensor. Well, and they have mentioned the 16-bit raw image also internally in this awesome camera as well, which will be a plus point for this awesome camera in 2020 as well. With 4K you can record up to 120 frames per second, and in full HD you can record about 240 FPS per second. That's really awesome, and I hope it will be like this. So with further ado, I will love to mention some points that I love to have with the Sony A7 Mark III in upcoming summer 2020. So the first thing will be the HDMI. Well, I don't like the mini HDMI on the Sony mirrorless cameras like Blackmagic. We have the full size HDMI, and that's very awesome. And they have mentioned in the logs that you can record 4K 120 frames per second over the HDMI, and it will be raw. Raw means 16 bits with more color depths on that image. As it seems, we have the 4K 120 frames per second over HDMI from Sony A7 Mark III, and I'm pretty sure that the Atomos company will bring some changes on the Atomos Ninja V that can support to record with this awesome camera up to 4K 120 frames per second on 16-bit raw. Well, beside of this, it will probably we have the S-Log 3 on this awesome camera, which will give you more rooms on color grading, and it will have a very good impact on the camera in the market as well. So let's hope to have the Sony A7S Mark III as well with the awesome and mentioned specs that we have with us. So if you like content like this, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe our channel. And it's me, HabibReshad. I would love to end this video with this awesome topic. So if you love to download free and fresh lot, don't forget to visit our website and sign up there. So with that said, stay safe and stay creative. Bye bye.